You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
Todd Blanche's DOJ flips out as move threatens to expose private Epstein communications based on an article by David Edwards. Blanche's confirmation is built on secrecy, their actual stakes. This is being framed as a FOIA fight, but the real issue is power. The Justice Department is trying to keep acting Attorney General Todd Blanche's private Epstein-related communications out of public view until after his Senate confirmation hearing. American Oversight is the instrument forcing the question. The department is the institution trying to bury it. Who controlled the file? The source gives away the hierarchy. Former Attorney General Pamela Bondi said Blanche had a direct day-to-day supervisory role over the Epstein files review. That means he was not some bystander caught in paperwork. He sat inside the process. He helped shape it. And if his communications are politically dangerous enough to fight this hard over, that is because he had access, authority, and discretion. Processes cover. The Justice Department's complaint about jumping the line is the familiar bureaucratic alibi of powerful people who want delay to look like principle. FOIA process is not some neutral shrine being violated here. It is being used as a shield while the department resists disclosure tied to a confirmation hearing days away. The urgency is not artificial. This urgency is political, and the department knows it. Epstein was never just Epstein. The source matters because it names what the system keeps trying to blur. Trump's name appears thousands of times in the files. Blanche was reportedly discussing strategies for managing backlash in a White House Situation Room meeting, and after that meeting he interviewed Ghislaine Maxwell, who was then transferred to a minimum security prison. Whatever one thinks about each step individually, the pattern is obvious. Elite power manages the scandal, controls the timeline, and then asks everyone else to pretend it is ordinary administration. The misdirection. The weak framing here is the suggestion that this is about legal procedure or media headlines. That is camouflage. The stronger reading is that Blanche's communications may reveal how a politically explosive investigation was handled from inside the executive branch, and the department is fighting disclosure because disclosure would expose who steered what, when, and why. Sen. Ron Wyden's accusation that Blanche personally blocked release of an unredacted DOJ document only sharpens that picture. The latter matter. This is how institutional corruption survives in plain sight, not by denying access to power, but by wrapping power in process language until accountability sounds like disruption. The men in charge do not need to prove innocence if they can run out the clock, bury the records, and call exposure a procedural nuisance. That is not governance. It is damage control for a ruling class that expects secrecy to be mistaken for order. You've been listening to Systemic Error. Thanks to Ross Story for today's article. With the automated voice of Arctic, thanks for listening.